As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between our visitors and our home team.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we are underway in London. Luther Burden now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the give for Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So 4th down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
1st down and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go, set!
That's no way to treat your reigning conference player of the week as they dump him for a loss. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. John, well done there.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He does it. Touchdown. The Huskies don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Huskies will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 4. As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the visiting team and these guys defending their home turf.
Chris Boswell set to kick
Ball
off.
is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we are underway in London. Israel Abanikanda on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's the former Pitt Panther. He cuts it right. And he's out of bounds, but great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Going on 1st down. It starts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contacts. He may have taken away that quick slant. Look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
See, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Luther Burden now on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's going to bring up first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Lamb has another one. And they make the stop, we're going to say about the 37-yard line.
To C.D. Lamb.
Offensive line, this is second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 37-yard line.
It's Henry on the carry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Stroud throwing here on first. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now it's Stroud on the keeper. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Forced out to his right.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. No look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long.
Chris Boswell on.
Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hand. Boswell able to knock it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's a Conda on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Man in motion here. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Design quarterback run here. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Took the ball himself for a big run.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On first down, here's Darts. Short pass brought in. Has some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown. The Huskies break the tie here in the first. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Huskies break that tie and now lead by 7.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Burden now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Here we go.
Running this with Henry. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 7-3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of
Last
7.
run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard
Give to Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down, because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
That's caught for the first. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. He gets it ahead, lines up with about 3. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. After plays now, they could be the big games of next week.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. Still a one-possession game in the early stages. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They've got 1st and goal to work with. Now it's Stroud. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Dragons can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Dragons tie things 10-10.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a Bonniconda on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. Jukes away from one. Space on the right. He's got room. Hits the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Huskies take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Huskies break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Burden now to return it. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll only Find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Huskies will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
The pitch is out to Johnson. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
We'll go with a design keeper. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
16 yards.
That's 16 on the pickup. And they're going to have a first down now.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. The left side finds Johnson. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Escapes out to the left. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up. From the gun, here's Darts. Buying some time right. And he'll go down shy of the end zone and mark him at the 4.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. Short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
On third and goal, it's Darts. High out wide. Touchdown. The Huskies parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Huskies double their lead to 14.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Burden now to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
These guys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Hey, south. Here we go.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
At the 36-yard
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. Down to the 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Dragons make it a one-score game in the first half. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dragons took the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Dragons 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Abanikanda on the return. Things going well so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's 16 yards on that play, and that gives him a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On first and 10, here's Dart. Dumps it off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Second and 3 now. Back to throw. Here's Dart. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson.
Dart's pass.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30.
Drive begins with Henry. Odds around him. He's got space. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. 28-yard pickup there. And that gives him the first.
That's good.
New set of downs from the 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37.
Going to the ground again on first. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
At the 36-yard
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one really perfectly.
He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
All right.
They go play action with Stroud. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. It's going to be second down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down run netted them nothing. Here is second and 10. Blitz coming. Here's Dart. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball ball and defender runs at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
19 Tiger.
They'll go. Here's Darts. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. This is brought in at the 15. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Huskies will add to their lead at the end of the half. Jordan Addison, the touchdown.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Huskies double their lead to 14.
31. Dragons 17. Evan McPherson set
Here's
to
McPherson
kick off.
on to handle the kickoff. Burden now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10. At their own
1st and 10, but
23-yard
only time
line.
left for maybe a couple of plays here.
12. All right.
Yep, as expected. They're going to grab and start this one off. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Tony. Why Tony? 11.
He'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
I don't mind that play action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was, is they defended that pretty darn well.
The final throw before the break. Escapes the pocket. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Burden now to return it. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
And a London 1st down.
At the gun, Henry. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there. You can put 8 out.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it up. And the Huskies take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. It's caught. Barner. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, That's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw, here's Dart. Bails out of the pocket quick. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
What do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time, QB did a terrific job finding that out.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Huskies push their lead further to start the half. McPherson at the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Huskies stretch their lead to 21.
38. Dragons 17. McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Burden now to return it. Escapes the defender. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The tackle by Brian Bird.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
To the air, Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a...
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And he's going to go. It's a big 6. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Kate, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
At their own 41-yard
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with a great field position.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 3rd and short.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's good for a London 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. 2nd down now, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
on play action, here's Stroud. Right back to Worthy. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21.
It's a gain of 16
they keep this drive
yards.
moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down.
Here's Stroud again. And they pick him off again. McKinstry has the INT. And the Huskies are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defense preaches it. But when you can score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Dart now against the blitz. Jump off caught by his back. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Is that down the distance? This group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Finds his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Finding Johnson once more. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. Yeah, runs defense to make it a much bigger game.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Dive play straight ahead. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. This one's caught. He has the touchdown. The Huskies linked in the lead at the end of the third. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Now, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
Burden now to return it. Making some progress here. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped.
At their own 34-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Or
From the pistol, Henry. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. No gain on the run, and we've reached the end of the third quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's going to be their ball to begin the 4th, but looking up at that scoreboard, possession may not make much of a difference. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running once more with Henry. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This is brought in by Laporta. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
This is Henry on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Now it's Stroud. That is caught. He's got Lamb. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And he is in. Touchdown. The Dragons putting up points in a game decided. C.D. Lamb with touchdown. Point after up and good for Boswell. And the Dragons cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Dragons 24. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Avani Conda on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Dart from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
Make that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage. But the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
First down, Huskies.
On first and 10, here's Dart. They'll set up the screen to Chase. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Blitz coming. Here's Dart. Going with the screen to Johnson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. He's there for the interception. Cameron Curl has it.
Pass. Intercepted.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
It's Henry on the carry. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another run for Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
operating from the gun. It's Stroud. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. Galloping inside the 40. C.D. Lamb. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons making the scoreboard look a touch better. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Dragons cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
52. Dragons 31.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And they aren't able to get it back, and the hands team does its job. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offensive line, here we go. Blown back, gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47.
Done this time. Here's Dart. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Find Johnson out of the backfield. Will be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
There's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Going with King Henry here. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right right into the defensive front. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the gun, Stroud. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he'll get it up to the 27. Dose of the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stroud now on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. And they pick him off again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Huskies get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. One play action with Dart. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Huskies keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Huskies grow their lead yet again. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Burden now to return it. He's making some progress here. He's brought down after a nice little effort there, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Dragons just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
16 yards.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming to the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up there. And I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
He gives to Henry on the inside handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his...
And in he goes for the touchdown. The Dragons putting up points in a game decided. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Dragons cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick.
Set to kick off.
And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
1st down and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Now offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Stride to throw on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their 1st. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the
Stroud throwing here on 1st. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Case, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Drop this one down for Henry. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
On the quick, right?
Throwing on third down, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Huskies winners, as we say cheerio from London.